Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am exhausted. So I've just been in London for the past 3 days, which you'll see clips of. I've got to edit all these things together today. So we didn't get to do the climbing wall. We did. Right, how to put this properly without contradicting myself. Use your brain, use your words. I went on the climbing wall. We didn't get to film or take any photos on the climbing wall because none of us took any of that equipment with us. There was nowhere to really put it while the rest of us were on the wall, and it was, even though there was 5 of us, we sort of did it in pairs or groups. Yeah, I was surprised by myself actually. I got to, this is nothing to do with what I started this video about, which is interesting. Stupid hair. I need a cut. I got to the top of quite a small one, and then there were some taller ones, and I got to the top of a couple of those as well, which I was pretty proud of, because I didn't think I'd get to the top of any of them. I'm not great with heights, but seemed to do okay then. Me and Mike have said we're going to do it every month. My body is still recovering now, and it's been over a week, so this could be interesting if we do this once a month. Speaking of Mike, and possibly Jack, I'm pretty sure Jack, I'm seeing both of those tomorrow to swap Christmas presents, and I have not wrapped anything for them. So I'd nearly finished buying all my presents. I've missed one present, and it's Mike's, and I'm very upset by that. But there was just no way. The only place I can get it is Birmingham, and I went to Birmingham before London. I couldn't really take it to London with me because it's not exactly the smallest present in the world. So yeah, I've missed a present, and I'm annoyed about it, but I will make it up to him. I'll get this present for him, and I'll give it him late. That's just what we're going to have to do with this. I'm not saying that we're going to film anything, but we are watching The Room. Me and Mike officially are going to watch The Room for the first time, and I can't wait. I've been wanting to see this film for years now, and we're going to watch it. I want to go to a screening of it one day, and there's a place in London that screens it once a month. On the 15th, I want to say, of December, obviously this year, they showed The Room followed by The Disaster Artist, which would have been a really cool thing to go and see. But I really want to watch it first. I've heard people say that you need to watch it alone first. You need to watch the whole thing all the way through, because if you watch it at a screening, you won't understand all the references because people know what's coming and stuff. So I really want to watch it first before I go to a screening of it. I've mentioned this before. I am talking about going to London a lot next year if I can help it. I want to try and see some more stuff in London. I'm thinking about going to see Harry Potter in concert that I knew they were doing. They're doing Chamber of Secrets in April. I don't know if anyone can go with me, but I might just go just because I really want to go and see it. I wanted to see the Philosopher's Stone. Didn't get a chance this year. Obviously that's now gone. It's got a live orchestra, so you watch the film with a live orchestra, and I think that sounds like a really cool idea, and I want to see at least one of the films like that. So why not? If I can get the time off next year, I might go and do it, but I might do everything at the same time, which sounds confusing because it is. I want to do that. I want to swim with sharks that I know I can do at the Sea Life Centre over there. What else did I want to do? I want to see a show for definite, so I might try and do all of that at once down there. I want to do Comic-Con down in London this year, but I don't think that's around the same time, so I can't really do all that in one go. If it was, that would have been perfect timing. I'd do everything, just spend a week in London and do everything at once. But yeah, so I've got a really bad sore throat, and I really didn't want to cough on screen, but here we are. We've done it now. So yeah, the climbing wall's missing from the footage that we did, that is in the last video, if I clip it together correctly. So you've got all the little bits in there, but when I mentioned the climbing wall at the end of it, we didn't get to film that, but I did quite well on it. I was actually pretty impressed by myself. And now you're going to get clips from London. In the one from the other one, I think there's Nottingham Christmas markets. I didn't do anything in the Birmingham Christmas market filming-wise, which I'm a little bit upset about. But I did some filming around London, Christmassy scenes in London, and then little bits of Harry Potter World. I have filmed around Harry Potter World before, so if you want to see anything that I've done in Harry Potter World before, that's all there. They've moved a lot around in Harry Potter World, which I thought was really cool. Just because it was fresh, it was different, which I expected. You know, it's a big tourist place, and obviously they want people to keep coming back. So the Forbidden Forest I'd never seen before, so that sort of brought me back this time. I got a wand, which is upstairs, so I'm not going to be able to show you that. But yeah, with the Forbidden Forest being added, I got to see that, and they'd moved a lot around and they'd added bits, so that was cool as well. And this winter was different from every other winter that from the other winter I've been, and you'll see that in these videos. The one thing I will warn you is I don't usually like getting the camera out in front of people. Busy areas like that were okay. Busy London was okay. When I'm with someone that I know, if I don't pre-warn them beforehand, oh yeah, I'm gonna vlog or something, do you mind if I vlog or something, I don't usually try and do it. Obviously there were big bits, and I'd sort of hinted I was taking the camera with me, but I didn't expect anything like of it. I just expected the camera to be on the areas and stuff. It turns out Millie is addicted to the camera in a sense, so you're going to meet Millie, and I didn't expect it, so every now and again I just end up laughing because I didn't expect her to do anything on camera. There was a lot of things that we missed that would have been hilarious on camera. For instance, on the way to Harry Potter World, she started singing the Cha-Cha Slide. Apparently didn't know the line to Cha-Cha Slide was Cha-Cha now, y'all, and decided it was disco, and that was interesting. And I wish I'd caught that for you, but I didn't. So I'm sort of relaying it to you. It's one of those things that were funny at the time, and if you were there, it was funny, and if I'd recorded it, it was funny, but it's hard to explain. So this was sort of a pointless conversation. We're already talking about going back. I would not be surprised if I get dragged back there again. This is the third time I've been. I would not be surprised if I do a fourth. I really want to go back at Halloween dressed as a student. Now I've got a wand, especially because I heard Death Eaters just wander around, so it'd be cool to like intimidate Death Eaters with a Death Eater wand. My wand is a Death Eater wand. I'm a Ravenclaw with a Death Eater wand. To which someone joked about it because Millie was thinking about getting a wand, and she's in Gryffindor, and she was holding all these different wands, and someone said to her, "Kind of a Death Eater wand coming from Gryffindor," and I was like, okay, thanks. I'll take that as an offensive. You can while you're in Ravenclaw. She didn't know I'd bought that one though, so I guess, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that's just like little clips. Hopefully we'll have more clips next year. I don't know if this is the last video I'll do this year, but it feels like it will be. I've seen a few films recently, but I've not really had the urge to review them. I'm going to try and cut down the reviews that I do to things that I actually want to talk about, because I feel like sometimes I just ramble about nothing because there's nothing that I want to say, or I've seen reviews and they've got nothing to add to that. So I've seen quite a few things recently that I've just got no urge to review on here. I like reviewing things that are either older or things that I don't think people are going to watch or have seen, like The Following. I enjoyed talking about The Following because I really want to try and get people into that. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes in the new year. It's been a great year. I've had an up and down year, really, overall, but looking at it from this side, the positives far outweigh the negatives. The things that I've done this year that have been things that I don't think I'd ever have done unless I'd done them this year in a way. Like the Women's Rugby World Cup, I don't think I'll ever see another one of those, especially if it doesn't come anywhere closer to England again. Yeah, things like that just feel like a once in a lifetime moment. While we're in London, there's one thing I forgot to mention. While we're in London, we bumped into 4 celebrities. We saw Matt Smith, Lily James, John Terry, that Millie does not know who John Terry is, which was interesting, and Nicholas Hoult, who clearly noticed we were talking about him, because she was like, that's Nicholas Hoult, and I was like, no. And then he turned, I was like, no, it's definitely Nicholas Hoult, and we were like, can't believe that's Nicholas Hoult, he's on our tube, and then he sort of looked at us with his headphones in, and looked down and smiled, and I was like, he knows he's Nicholas Hoult, and he knows we're talking about him right now. Matt Smith clearly didn't want to be bothered, which was fine. We didn't talk to any of them, we didn't ask for photos or autographs or anything like that, it was just cool to see them. The only one I think we would have been able to... I saw John Terry take a photo with someone, but he was in the middle of Hamleys, and that was really, like, busy, especially, like, it was yesterday, so what was it, 4 days before Christmas? Yeah, so, like, he was really busy, didn't really want to interrupt him. Matt Smith clearly didn't want to be bothered, but the only one we would have been able to do it with was Nicholas Hoult, and semi-regret not trying to do it, but I'm happy to have not done it. But yeah, he was the one that we would have got away with, I think. And I'm pretty sure that's everything. Yeah, it's been a more positive than negative year. A lot of big negatives, but far outweighed by the big positives. So yeah, let's hope for a amazing 2018, as amazing as I can make my 2018, if I can help it. I have a lot that I want to do. I have a lot planned. We have a lot to do. As long as I remember to charge and take my camera to all of these things. We have a lot of experiences to do next year, hopefully. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've enjoyed the year we have had together, and I hope you are looking forward to the year ahead. I was talking about this with someone recently. Like, I've been doing videos now since I was 18, and it was all like, it all started as me going to university, and I never went. So then it just turned into let's talk about my life, and yeah, we've sort of been through a lot together, And if you're still here from the beginning to now, I commend you for that, because because there were a lot of boring days. But yeah, we've pulled through, we're making it through, and we are going to try to do more things that are interesting. So we have more to talk about. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in 2018, more than likely. Parrots, lots of lights, and a smoking Pikachu. Didn't expect to see that in London.
Keep going, guys. 1-1 on the right hand side. Thank you. Please keep going, guys. Please keep going. Take some space. Thank you.
There's an annoying child. I hope there's no spoilers for The Last Shadow for your sake in here.
If it's staring in his face, I probably wouldn't get it.
Very true. I like your Yoda bag. Huh? I reckon you can get a Ray costume. One that fits you as well. And I'll get BB-8. We'll dress up as this. This is how we'll go to San Diego Comic Con. You go as Ray, and I'll go as a little ball. Oh, the Lego Kylo Ren's cool.
Fantastic, thank you, Hamish. Now, if you want to join in the Philosopher's Stone, this site, however, for the first time since 2004, when the Goblet of Fire was filmed, is decorated for the Eagle Ball. Now, we got some silver laminated fabric and put it all over the walls just to give them this nice icy view. And speaking of ice, the centerpiece and the icicles are both made out of resin.
Makes it look big on TV.
You're the coolest person I know. Have I ever told you that? What? Have I ever told you you're the coolest person I know? Always. I'm gonna cut all of that. Just letting you know. Aww. Aww. 6 to be 8, isn't it? Oh, that spider web there's cool. It's crazy that none of this was here last time I came. You're looking at me laughing. Crazy? Seriously crazy. Can't see any of us in here. It's great. No, neither did I actually. He's above you. Look there, on your left. They've all just lowered in. Checking for spiders under your ship. There are actual children screaming. This is brilliant. What does that do? Oh, that does thunder and lightning. Well done. You've messed with the elements. It's actually blowing your hair. The power has gone to your head. Super cool though. This is how they do the glowing petroleum.
That's nice.
Did you get any of the actual drink?
I don't know. I like it.
You like it? The weird thing I find is the contrast in the cream and the actual drink. So the ice cream is just that topping. That's the only difference, really, from what I've found out in the past. I sort of missed half of it. It's really cool though. To watch more like pop down and pop back up. Jazz has been cool. Oh look, scaffold.
It's the bedroom under the stove.
Come on, Harry, we're going to the zoo. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. Oh, just going to zoom in on that picture of Dudley over there. It's beautiful.
I see why. Look upstairs.
This is the kitchen. I remember this scene. Would you like pizza or?